Welcome to our special Top 10 Successful Christmas Movies. Get ready for a magical journey through those films that have made Christmas sparkle in our hearts and soar at the box office. From home adventures to journeys to the North Pole, a ranking full of laughter, magic, and a touch of Christmas spirit awaits us. Fasten your sleigh belts and hold on tight. Let's start with our top 10.
Crazy? Bro. Hey, buddy.
Four Christmases, the movie that makes you say, better one Christmas with the family than four. Released on November 26, 2008, this Christmas gem from Warner Bros. Grossed a beautiful $120 million, ringing both Christmas bells and cash registers. The story unfolds in a fun and disastrous mix of family holidays. The main characters, played by Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon, are a couple who usually avoid Christmas lunches with their families. But this year, due to a sudden snowfall, they are forced to attend not one, but four Christmases with their extravagant and, let's say, unique families. The film boasts a star-studded cast, including Robert Duvall, Jon Favreau, Mary Steenburgen, and Sissy Spacek, making each Christmas an adventure in its own right. Four Christmases is a fun and tender work that will make you appreciate your quiet Christmas at home. Some say the film is like a Christmas gift wrapped in a hurry, but with a fun surprise inside. Don't expect a cinematic masterpiece, but rather an hour and a half of laughter and light Christmas chaos. Four Christmases may not have set world records, but it has certainly won the hearts of those who love Christmas comedies with a bit of chaos and a lot of love. A movie that makes you think, maybe it's not so terrible to spend Christmas with Aunt Gertrude, who never stops talking.
I haven't seen that move in a while.
A Christmas Carol is the classic Christmas story that never ages, although its protagonist does. Released on November 6, 2009, this Disney version garnered a box office of $137.8 million. Proving that an old miser and ghosts can still draw crowds to theaters. Featuring a versatile Jim Carrey, who lends his face and body, thanks to the magic of motion capture, to Scrooge and the three ghosts, the film takes us on a journey through past, present, and future. The message? Even the driest of hearts can blossom in the spirit of Christmas. The strength of this Disney production lies in its technology. With stunning graphics, the film brings Dickens' story to an almost real dimension for 2009. Jim Carrey's dedication is outstanding, portraying not only Scrooge, but also the three ghosts, a true acting tour de force that showcases his versatility. And let's not forget the direction of Robert Zemeckis, the wizard behind masterpieces like Back to the Future. Critically, some loved it for its fidelity to the original text, while others found it a bit too dark for a Disney movie. But one thing is certain, A Christmas Carol makes you reflect on the true meaning of Christmas and the power of redemption. It's the perfect film to remind us that it's never too late to change and that at Christmas, anything is possible. Even finding a bit of kindness in an old curmudgeon.
Ah! Humbug.
The holiday sequel, The Santa Claus 2, released in November 2002, offers us a new Christmas experience with an incredible box office of $140 million. Walt Disney Studios' Motion Pictures once again brings us the magic of Christmas with a surprising twist. In this Christmas adventure, Tim Allen returns as Santa Claus. But there's a hidden clause. He must find Mrs. Claus or he will have to retire. Additionally, his son Charlie is on the naughty list. A big challenge for our red-suited hero. The film takes us on a journey filled with laughter and tender moments, showcasing the more human side of Santa Claus. And let's not forget the Disney touch. Special effects that make the toy factory look like a true winter wonderland. Critics had mixed opinions. Some loved it for its festive atmosphere and Allen's performance, while others found it a bit too saccharine. But one thing is certain. The Santa Claus 2 Inches has become a Christmas classic for many. Perfect for getting into the holiday spirit with a sprinkle of Disney magic.
Get married? Yes, it's Mrs. Claus.
What's that? Whoa, whoa!
6 years earlier, the first of the duo was released, The Santa Claus, the movie that reinvented Christmas and the role of Santa Claus in an unimaginable and fun way. Released on November 11, 1994, and produced by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures, this film grossed a staggering sum, $145 million. We've already spoiled the second movie, but for those who haven't caught on, we have Tim Allen again as the new Santa Claus. He finds himself involved in an adventure filled with cookies and a lot of beard to save Christmas for his son and the rest of the world. But it's not just one laugh after another. The film also has a tender and a moving side, showing the relationship between Scott and his son Charlie. Their adventure together at the North Pole is a magical journey that reminds everyone of the true meaning of Christmas. From a critical standpoint, the Santa Claus was a success. It was praised for its originality, emotional warmth, and of course, Tim Allen's performance.
Whoa!
He's naked somewhere.
You can put on a suit like the card said,
No.
are you?
No.
Your attention, please. Are there any Polar Express passengers in need of refreshment?
The Polar Express, a magical and wintry journey that brought Christmas into the hearts of both young and old. Released on November 10, 2004, this Warner Bros. Masterpiece grossed an incredible $163 million, proving that a train ride to the North Pole can indeed be a winning ticket. The film, based on the book of the same name, is a fantastic adventure that begins with a child boarding a mysterious train headed for the North Pole. The conductor? None other than Tom Hanks in one of his multiple appearances in the film. One of the most astonishing things about the Polar Express is its animation technology. The film was one of the pioneers in using motion capture to create a nearly real cinematic experience. The characters and landscapes are so lifelike that you can almost feel the chill of the Arctic air. This film holds a particular record. It was the first full-length animated feature to be entirely created using performance capture technology. Moreover, the film's soundtrack has become equally iconic, with songs that will make you want to dance and sing along the snowy tracks. Critics praised The Polar Express for its emotional warmth and technological innovation. The Polar Express is more than just a movie. It's an experience that takes you back to the innocence and wonder of childhood. A journey where the magic of Christmas and the power of friendship shine brighter than the lights of the North Pole.
Well, that's more like it.
What happens when you put Will Ferrell at the peak of his career in New York City dressed as an elf? We'll tell you. It grosses $173.4 million. Released on November 7, 2003, and produced by New Line Cinema, Elf enchanted audiences with its staggering box office. The story follows the adventures of Buddy, a human raised among elves at the North Pole. When Buddy discovers he's not a real elf, he ventures to New York in search of his real father, unleashing a series of hilarious misadventures that only a 6-foot-tall elf in Manhattan could experience. Ferrell, with his green costume and pointed shoes, captures perfectly the naivety and enthusiasm of an elf seeing the human world for the first time. This role marked a turning point for Ferrell, solidifying him as a star in the comedy genre. And the scene where he eats spaghetti with maple syrup? It's become legendary. Elf has been praised for its joyous nature, genuine humor, and warm heart. It's been described as a breath of fresh air in the Christmas comedy genre, a film that can be enjoyed by the whole family.
Well, Santa's coming to town. Santa! Oh my God!
I know him. I know him.
Kevin's not here.
What?
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, the sequel that taught us the only way to get over a Christmas alone is to end up in New York with Dad's credit card. Released on November 20th, 1992, and produced by 20th Century Fox, this Christmas classic swept the box office, amassing $173.5 million. Who would have thought that getting lost in the Big Apple could be so profitable? In this follow-up to the famous Home Alone, we find young Kevin McAllister, once again played by the legendary Macaulay Culkin. After defending his home from thieves in the first film, Kevin finds himself alone in New York this time. Naturally, our beloved villains Harry and Marv, masterfully played by Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, are once again on his trail. Home Alone 2 is an explosion of laughter and even more elaborate traps than the first film. Kevin turns an entire hotel, and then his uncle's house, into a minefield of comic traps, demonstrating that his ingenuity knows no bounds. Interesting fact? The Plaza Hotel where Kevin stays was at the time owned by Donald Trump, who also makes a brief cameo in the film. Home Alone 2 Inches honors the first film and comfortably sits in the 4th place to see what will be on the podium of this ranking. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the film that turned Christmas's most famous enemy into a big screen star. Released on November 17, 2000, and produced by Universal Pictures, this film literally stole the show at the box office with a gross of $260 million. The film is based on the beloved story by Dr. Seuss and introduces us to the Grinch, played by the inimitable Jim Carrey, almost unrecognizable under layers of green makeup and fur, in all his green and hairy glory. The Grinch is a misanthropic hermit who hates Christmas and everything it stands for. His plan? To steal Christmas from the happy town of Whoville. But, as often happens in Christmas movies, he discovers that there's something more important than gifts under the tree. The film was praised by critics for its fidelity to the book, unique humor, and Carrey's brilliant performance. Although some found it a bit too dark for a Christmas film, How the Grinch Stole Christmas has secured a special place in the hearts of Christmas lovers. Ultimately, How the Grinch Stole Christmas is not just a Christmas film. It's a celebration of love, community, and redemption. A reminder that even the Grinchiest of Grinches can find joy in Christmas. And of course, that a little furry and green humor never hurts during the holidays. And in second position, we find the Grinch again, but in a more modern key, The Grinch, the adorable modern reinterpretation of Dr. Seuss's classic, which brought the green and grumpy character to a new level of fame. Released on November 9, 2018, and produced by Universal Pictures, this film collected an impressive sum of $270.6 million. This animated version of the Grinch delves into the depths of this iconic character's heart. Voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch, the film delightfully and movingly explores the reason for his disdain for Christmas. It's a story about loneliness, misunderstanding, but above all, redemption. One of the great strengths of The Grinch is its vibrant and colorful animation that brings Whoville and its inhabitants to life in a way never seen before. Every detail, from the Grinch's fur to the twinkling lights of Whoville, is rendered with incredible care, making the film a true feast for the eyes. From a critical standpoint, The Grinch was a success, praised for its freshness, humor, and modern approach to a timeless classic. Although some preferred previous versions, this film has definitely found its place in the hearts of viewers, especially among younger audiences.
Ah, that could be so much worse.
But before we continue, remember to subscribe to the channel, put like, and click on the bell of notifications for other content in the world of cinema.
Fella now and open the door.
Directly from November 16th, 1990, Home Alone, the movie that defined an entire generation's Christmas home defense plans. Produced by 20th Century Fox, this timeless classic grossed an astronomical figure of $286 million. In the story, we see a young Macaulay Culkin as Kevin McAllister. Forgotten by his family who left for Christmas vacation, Kevin finds himself alone defending his house from two bumbling thieves, Harry and Marv, masterfully played by Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. What begins? A series of ingenious traps, endless laughter, and moments of pure comedy. From a critical standpoint, Home Alone was an extraordinary success, praised for its humor, Culkin's performance, and its ability to capture the spirit of Christmas in a unique and entertaining way. Despite some criticism for its comic violence, the film has become a beloved classic for all ages. A film that teaches us that sometimes the best Christmas gift is being all together, and maybe some ready traps. Home Alone has been with us for over 30 years, becoming a sweet tradition in homes around the world.
Heads up!
Here's the end of our tour of the top 10 Christmas movies. Thank you for following us on this cinematic adventure. Remember to leave a like, share the video, and subscribe for more similar content. Tell us in the comments which movie enchanted you the most. Merry Christmas and see you in the next video.